Hey, what's up, everybody? You're watching Unboxing Thursdays, episode 218. Tonight, we have a very special guest who is having some slight internet issues, but hopefully will be here soon. But we are going to be underway unboxing some awesome stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you after the music. DK.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes. Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one. Do you see all the name?
Let's try them. Let's still try.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very. I had the loop on by accident, DK. It's all good. Welcome to the show. We're up and running. This time it wasn't you, DK, but everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is your first time here, thank you for being here. What we do every night is we, open some cool collectibles. We talk about, the stuff, the nerdy stuff that we love, and of course, have an awesome guest that we get to chat with every once in a while. And of course, you watching live or on the replay, and of course the homie DK right here. DK, what's up, man?
Yo, Kevin. Sorry, I was just watching the reel earlier of the Transformer exchange.
So strange, very strange. Okay, that's it. Yo, yeah, what's new?
Yeah. I lost my train of thought after that. But yeah, I'm doing good.
So it's come to my attention that it's a very millennial thing to intro a show, like a podcast. Like a modern thing is just you just start talking and you're already in the thick of it. Have you noticed this, DK?
Yes, I have noticed it in some of the podcasts that I've been listening to.
And what do you think of that? Do you think it's like a millennial thing? It's like a generational thing?
That I'm not sure. I think it's just a different style. That's what I think it is.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
You think it's a millennial thing?
Someone pointed that out, and I'm not sure where I stand on it yet. It's everyone's always trying to put a label, so I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. But always gotta think outside the box. But we're here just to have a good show, and open up some stuff tonight, and have a good chat. There's some really cool artwork that I'm gonna wait for our guest before I show it. I don't know if she's seen it yet. Let's see. Are we ready to go?
Sounds like we're ready to go.
Hell yeah. All right, here we go. Millennial intro. Hey, our guest tonight. I know we have a lot of collectors, right? A lot of toy makers, people in the industry that's really cool. But I'm also a big fan of comedy, stand-up comedy, and sometimes there's that perfect mix of the things that we collect and we love and other things. And so I think this next guest kind of embodies that. I first came across this video maybe last year, and I'm like, this is hilarious. I would love to get to chat. And you know what? Let's just play the clip right now before we bring her on.
Yeah. Based on the shows they like. I used to love the Power Rangers. I used to love watching Billy and Zach and Tommy and stuff. And they used to come out with their Zords and stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, I like the Power Rangers too. You remember when they went into space?" Yeah. I'm like, "Space?" I love this part. He's like, "Yeah, and then you remember the season with the Magic? How old are you? 26? Mighty Morphin only, motherfucker. Mighty Morphin only."
Agreed.
I was not expecting an applause break, but Mighty Morphin only. Once they started going turbo and shit, what the fuck was that? Zeo? Fucking gross. I can always tell somebody's age.
It's amazing.
You can catch her on the How to Nerd podcast. That's on season 2 right now here on YouTube. Check her out on Instagram. Please give a warm welcome to the show, Miss Roxxy Haze.
Yay, that's me.
Hey.
Boom.
Hey, Roxy.
I don't know why I'm waving in different directions. It's just one camera. And I got excited. I wanted the millennial intro.
Oh, was that if you were doing stand up and I was bringing you on, was that a good
That
like
was
intro?
fired. Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt important. I was like, oh my God. She
Yeah, 'cause
sounds great.
it's important. Get ready for this next comic coming out of Houston, H-Town, and I don't know.
That was
Power
good.
Rangers,
You were there.
MMPR only. Please give it up
Yes.
for Roxxy Haze. And then
Great.
you come
Great intro.
on. What do you have a
Telling the
theme
joke.
song?
I do. So I usually come up. This sounds so conceited. I usually come up to my own music because I rap. So now I didn't do it for a while because I was like, oh, that's annoying. But now I'm like, no, I need the promo. I'm coming up to my own music. Like, okay. It works sometimes. Sometimes people don't know what the song is, so they're just like, okay.
Where can I download that?
No, they just be like, I don't know what this is. She better be funny. Like, she didn't come up to something we know. So I don't know if we like her.
Awesome. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you mentioned, you do some rap, you do comedy, you do podcasting, and that's when I first like started chatting with you. I'm like, you do a lot of stuff, and on top of that, you're posting reels all the time. It's you're grinding and doing a lot of awesome stuff on social media, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like somebody who has some awesome stuff to say. And that's why I wanted to come have you on the show. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you. What if I don't? What if I like just don't have nothing funny or interesting? They're like, oh, that sucked. Should have called someone else.
This is not like, it's not supposed to be a set. Like, this is just us just having a conversation.
It's not.
Yeah, and just trying to get to know you a little bit more.
20. I wrote a hot 20 for this. I was so excited.
If you wanted to try some new material. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
Here.
But
my internet might be lagging too because I have Spectrum. So.
We're in Canada, so I don't know what that is. Are there people in the U.S.?
Let me know if it's moving slow. It's doing it now. Okay.
Yeah, right now it's either your internet or you're doing chopped and screwed. I'm not sure.
Little of both. Let me see. I might have to hop on with my phone because it'd be tripping on my computer. Give me 1 second.
All right.
I'll be right back.
What did she say? She's on Spectrum?
Spectrum, I believe.
Oh, is that an internet provider?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's my job to Google that.
When it's a choppy, I'm on Spectrum.
That was good.
That's terrible.
You got me.
You're like, yeah, Kev is on the Spectrum. Thanks, DK. All right. In the meanwhile, we'll say what's up to everyone who's here. Thank you so much for being here. I want to do the channel member shout outs. We have Josh Brown, We're Gonna Lose, Torrensu, Brad Harper, What's Going On, Bad Wolf Media, Jay Center, Sam Rock. We have here Mr. Ryan Clark, Mr. Jones, by the way. I got to shout him out for sure because he did some really cool artwork we're about to show off. Mr. Ryan Clark, again, thank you. We're Gonna Lose, DK is here, Stream Elements, Jay Center. Let's see, Rick Jones, some other people here, Manic Mike, Claudio's Collection, What's Going On? I'm feeling very enabled here. Heck yeah to that. Heck yeah. Paul Morales, Tommy K, what's up, man? 796 Studios, of course, the homie, our friend Mr. Ryan Dole. I just sent him the craziest headline on YouTube that I saw earlier. It was like, yeah, I'll send it to you later. We have Brick Something in the house, and let's see, 796 Toyrensu, Mario died.
Yep. Yeah, that was
NYC Figure Fanatic, Nightmare Nemo. No, I think we're okay. We are okay. All right. So thank you so much for being here. By the way, we do have going on the Patreon right now. The giveaways, it's going to be drawn in 10 days on the 29th. The live draw. I've been kind of showing this stuff off, and I hope I keep the condition of it. There's going to be a Jada Toys Chester Cheetah, this Dragon Ball upside down manga that you can flip right side up. On the back, there's Sandland. There's a SDCC guide, the Hasbro PulseCon sprue. There it is, and a whole bunch of swag from San Diego Comic-Con. I just wanted to do that as a giveaway for the people over on Patreon, and we're going to be doing a YouTube channel member giveaway soon also. But I want to remind people, it's mid-September, and I'm planning already the charity stream for December because it's coming up soon, and it's going to be here in no time. In the meantime, be ready. Last year we did a 24-hour live stream to raise money for St. Jude's. We crushed our initial goal and ended up raising over 5K. Our goal was 1,500, and we're going to try to hit a new level this year. So just keep an eye out on the channel, keep an eye out on Instagram for updates on what is going to be available. We're going to have prizes, different content, different guests, and you can look out for ways of how you can contribute and also win some cool prizes. We have Yoko in the chat. What's up, Yoko? We have
Yoko
Toy
and Machu
and Arcade's Revenge. Hey, yeah, thank you for being here. All right, while we wait for our guest, DK, what are you opening tonight?
Tonight, I am, hopefully, again, my camera's not going to flip around. I'm going to open up these two. Nope. Wrong button still. Can't make this shit up. I'm going to open Mr. Fantastic, and I'm going to open the thing. So to finish off my kind of like Fantastic Four unboxing.
Oh, and you have your bag head Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize I put that there. But yeah, I was.
Did you think that was the Human Torch?
No. I didn't realize that I put it there. But yeah, it shouldn't be there.
Is it weird if we both do double overhead?
No. I think it'll work.
Oh, you can live update that? Wait, are you matching my square?
Yes, I am. You can't do that? You can't live update that?
I have to go into a different software, and it's a whole ordeal. Not as simple. All right, I'm opening. Rockmaker Collects, who you should know, who's often in the chat, found this and hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, check this out." And I'm like, "Hey, if you see an extra one, can you pick this up for me?" And he did, and we met up today. And thank you so much, Sam Rock. This is a Hot Wheels skateboard that normally I'm a tech deck purist. I don't know why there's this discrimination. I was like, ew, Hot Wheels, they're not original. But look at this artwork of these baby turtles, man, on this deck. They're both, all four of them, fighting over a slice of pizza, 2 slices of pizza. It looks so good. I almost don't want to open it, but I want to check it out because now I think the way Hot Wheels is trying to differentiate theirs is theirs come with shoes. So I don't think I've ever used a tech deck thinking I need finger shoes for this activity, right? And
that's cool. So you can remove the bottom part of the shoe to. It
looks like these, the soles.
Right?
Come out and you can hook it onto the board. It feels like cheating, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But dude, the artwork is killer, and at the very least, I can open this and use it as a prop with other turtles. I don't know if these are bigger than tech decks. Were you a tech decker?
No, I was never a tech decker, but I do buy the skateboard parts for supposed toy photography. I've accumulated so much during the pandemic. I have this giant bin full of tech deck skate park parts.
You and me both, homie. You and me both.
Oh no, we have a problem.
Yeah, but dude, like the older tech deck sets came with like tools that you can remove the wheels and the trucks and all that stuff. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But
they still do. Like a lot of the sets that I have, they still have the parts and things to swap out the wheels and the parts.
Dude, I've seen like a premium set at Toys R Us. I don't know if it's like real. Is it made with real what's the surface grip called? Is it just grip on the top of
I
the
have
board?
no idea.
It's like $80 or something. It's out of control.
Was it that much? Like, I know that there was one that's like made of wood or whatever.
It's the
So
wood that
that
makes it
one-
good.
Yeah, I guess.
Look it up, please.
Cool. Will do.
Dude, and then I saw on IG today there was like a whole tournament thing, and they have these giant dioramas built up, and people are grinding down like this handrail that's as long as the freaking Joaquin Phoenix Joker staircase, and like they're doing tricks off of it, and people are doing videography like it's like an actual skate video. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I hope I don't get sucked
did
into
not
this
know.
world.
I did not
But
know about that
also, we'll see what scale these shoes are. If they fit in with, well, I mean, I could tell you right now, that's way too big for him. Like he can wear his shoes inside the shoes.
Yeah, it's doable. Let's show the full figure. Nice.
All right, our guest is back. Here we go.
Boom. Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. Oh
flawless,
my
man.
goodness. Oh my
Infinitely
god.
better and different backdrop too.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna move to the other side of the room.
Oh, I thought you
My
just put it
toys.
together right now.
Oh no.
You went
yeah, I
from
did.
no toys
Yeah.
behind you
Yeah.
to a whole collection behind you.
I just built this right now. I went to the store and packed it on up.
It's a green screen. It's a green screen.
Worth the wait. Worth the wait.
I have
But-
way too many pops.
Yeah, continuing from before, I wanted to say, like, you have so much knowledge in a lot of shows and movies and so many different things that it's really impressive. Like, what kind of stuff for people who don't watch your videos and all that, what kind of properties are you into? Like, what kind of genres are you into watching at the moment, let's say?
For sure, anime is like number one. I'm really into. I watch a lot of '90s like nostalgia. Like I'm really big on like old Nickelodeon cartoons, Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Disney cartoons, Disney just period, Disney movies. Harry Potter. I feel like I'm a part of like almost every fandom.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. And but not just like a little bit, because then as I see more and more stuff, like you posted this reel the other day. I don't know what podcast you were on. They're like, name this theme song, and it's one of those like a fraction of a second of a theme song, and you're like, it's it's this, and this is the composer. It's just like deep knowledge.
Yeah, I don't even know. Somebody was like, I know you had vitamin D deficiency as a child because you were not going outside. I was not. Like I just was watching. I've seen so much TV, way too much TV to where I'm like, was I doing anything else? Like, was I reading any books? Was I doing anything to help society? Because I just know way too much.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you probably kill at trivia nights at different places and stuff. Yeah. DK, were you ever like a Nickelodeon kid?
Just a bit. Watch some of the like earlier Nickelodeon cartoons. I think is Hey Arnold?
Oh yeah.
You're right. Yeah, like I used to watch that.
That's one of my favorite shows. Oh, I think I got a Hey Arnold. Yeah, dude, I got a Helga Pop right here.
Nice.
Did we have Nickelodeon in Canada?
Rugrats, was that Nickelodeon?
Yeah.
So Rugrats for sure.
So you were like early '90s.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
What else? Like Cat Dog, Hey Arnold, Cat Dog, Angry Beavers, Rocket Power.
Is Rocco's Modern Life an actual thing? Is that
Rocco's Modern Life? Yeah.
Yeah.
I only watched that because it was like there's nothing on at that. I think it was 4:30 after school, and I'm like, I gotta get to Simpsons. Like,
I'm picking stuff over. It was very inappropriate. We weren't really supposed to be watching that. Like,
there you go. Hey, Mr. Jones.
They had a lot of jokes in there that I was like, ooh. When I go back and watch it, I'm like, ooh. Like Rocco was like a phone sex operator.
Was that his occupation?
That's what it was?
No,
Get out.
He did it one time. He worked at a comic book store. See, I know. He worked at a comic book store, but on one episode, the clip was actually going around a little while ago where he was on the phone. And he was just like, oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. I think he's trying to get some extra money for something.
Okay, I gotta
know.
I gotta go back now.
Look it up.
We were not supposed to be watching that.
Was he an adult that was just finding jobs to pay?
Yeah, I mean, the
Get
show
through
kind of was
life?
just him being an adult with his friends.
Oh,
It's kind of like a slice of life when you think about it, honestly.
that's so
They don't
strange.
make cartoons like that anymore.
Nah.
No.
They might be cartoons might be better actually.
I'll say I haven't seen a good American cartoon in a while since like Adventure Time, Steven Universe. I mean now just don't give me the preaching, but studios aren't giving them time to even be good. So a lot of these shows are
Right.
only getting like
Fair.
one season.
Yeah,
So you're not really getting anything. Anime's going crazy. Anime is killing the game.
We're
but
gonna get into some anime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's
But
what
yeah.
we're really here for.
Let's go. I'm hype. Now that my internet's working, I'm like, let's talk.
Now we can see. All right. So when you were gone, DK was just showing what he's opening tonight. He has some Marvel Legends Fantastic Four figures. Are you into like DC Marvel also?
I am not as much as I am into other stuff. But I am into like I used to watch a lot of older Marvel cartoons. I still haven't finished all of X-Men 97, but it's fire. I need to finish it. I'm so behind on everything.
Yeah, you do. Ooh, Dexter's Lab. I used to love Dexter's Lab. Rick
Dexter's
Jones.
Lab was
DD, you idiot. Was it just more Borat? Like a little angrier? Yeah, he was awesome.
Now that you say it, can I curse on here? I always gotta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go nuts.
Shit. Okay, I just wanted to practice.
I played your clip of you saying Mighty Morphin only, mother, but then you censored out the. Did you censor that wrong letter on purpose?
Yeah, so now I started censoring stuff and just writing a completely different word.
Yeah.
Just because it's funny. But yeah, because like when I would write the curse words, sometimes like the social media platform, whatever platform it was on, was like, hey, this is too bad. But whenever I would censor the captions, for some reason they don't ding me for it. And it's funny that I was trying to respond to that clip, but then my internet started going crazy. I like the visceral reactions I got from that clip was crazy. So like half the people were like, this is so funny, we love you, we agree. But some people were like, hey, we hate you. Like people were like, die. And I was like, Power Rangers? Like, please. Like people were like, this was my childhood. I was like, me too. Like people were so angry. That's out of all the stuff I've been posting for like 10 years. That's the most views I've gotten. I think it has like 4 million views, or there might be the One Piece clip. I think I like 1 million. So it's either the first or second video that went viral for me, like just in life. Yeah. And I was like, I don't want to go viral no more. If this is what happens,
isn't that
like people were going crazy?
The more interactions, it's like you're gonna get more crazies or angry people. I think that's just the mathematics of it.
Yeah.
Just that's crazy that someone would go to that extent over. Those are like the ride or die. Like there are ride or die Neo.
Ride or die
Zeo fans.
Yeah, and I'm like, Zeo sucked. And then I started doubling down too.
That was because you posted a follow-up. I remember afterwards. You're like, to continue on my point. And I was like, oh, yeah. Double down.
Turbo sucks. But then after that, it was cool because like a lot of Power Rangers, like actual Power Rangers started following me. So I got to meet the original Black Ranger, Zach. I got to meet him. Aisha. Rocky followed me. The dude that played Justin in Turbo, who I hated, he did not follow me. But he commented.
You're like, this one followed me. This one followed me. Justin blocked me.
Yeah, he was like, nah. But I found out like a lot of people hated his character, but the character sucked. The one that was like the kid.
Yeah.
And then he would just become a teenager.
Teenager. Yeah.
I hated it. It was terrible. But they were apparently Power Rangers were trying to appeal to kids. Like, you're a Power Ranger too. And we were like, we didn't need that. We were fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're like, once we become teenagers with attitudes, someone's gonna zap us, abduct us. Oh my God, they were abducted.
They were
100% abducted.
Holy crap.
He was kidnapping children. They were missing so much school to do this. Yeah,
just truancy. The 5 or 6 of them. Truancy Rangers?
Truancy Rangers. This class. To kill people. That's crazy. Zordon needs to be arrested.
We've come to too many weird realizations already, and it's been only like like half an hour. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, I only I recently went back to watch seasons of Power Rangers that I haven't seen, and at first I was like picking it apart. I think when I was watching How to Nerd, the first episode, we did the whole Power Rangers episode.
Oh yeah.
And I think Brennan, right? His name.
Uh-huh.
He was kind of like, he was the kind of like me at the beginning, where it's like, why would the villains wait around so long for them to morph? That doesn't make sense. And then someone was like, this is made for children. just suspend that disbelief, just put it on pause. And after that I was like, oh, this shit is awesome.
It is because it's not for us. We need the Power Rangers to win. We need to see the villains. We need to kind of be scared of the villains. I don't know, when I was younger, them waiting around was so scary to me. I don't know why. It's like, oh, they're finna kill them. They're waiting to murder them. Yes, it's not for us. So yeah, even when I was making that video, I had to make sure like people understood when I made the second video. I'm like, I know that I am an adult. I'm not looking at this with adult eyes. As a child, I hated this until the person that said that Zio, the helmets were cool. I'll give you that. The helmets were fire. I'll give you that. The rest sucked butt. The costume was fire.
I wasn't a fan of the Zords for sure. It got lost. Like I think for me, after they had the Ninja and the Shogun Megazord, that's when everything just I'm out.
That's a wrap. I'm done here. Yeah, because they had like, how do you beat, especially for kids? How do you beat dinosaurs? Like dinosaurs are so cool. You're not beating dinosaurs. And even in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, which I love, the Zords, they were shiny, but it was like a frog, a bear. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
The frog was weak.
Yeah, my argument was like, I love the Red Ranger because I always viewed the Red Ranger as leader. I'm like, why was he a right arm? I was like, oh man,
he should be the head.
The head or the center. I was like, it just didn't fly well with me, and then it started going downhill for me from there.
Not a fan. And Turbo had the cars.
The movie had the really bad CGI in the final fight, right?
Oh yeah, they kicked him in the nuts, and he went and got hit by like a meteor. It's bad.
I mean, and then you guys had a topic. You had a question on that episode, like what would be, I think, what was your favorite Zord, or what's the best Zord? I mean, I feel like the the one that can go back in time would be the best one.
Oh, which when was that one? The
Time Force.
Time Force. So I'm trying to go back and rewatch some of them because people were yelling at me so much. They're like, "You're missing out." So that's on the list. I was like, I'm gonna check it out. But going back in time is fire. It's just a fire ability.
It seems kind of OP because you should have known these crimes were happening to begin with. Like be more efficient.
Y'all didn't do what you were supposed to do. So their job, the Time Force is them literally going back in time and like fixing old stuff.
If I remember correctly, and Mr. Jones is in the chat and he knows all this stuff too. I believe they get into the Zord when they need to go back, and then it's like a giant what's that? Is it polo when there's a guy on a horse and they hit it with that mallet like a ball?
Yeah.
I think like an even bigger Zord hits their Zord with a big space mallet and sends them back in time.
What?
I think that's it.
I feel like that's cheating.
Yeah.
Should have got it right the first time.
Exactly. Is it Time Cop? Or whatever that other movie was. But I would recommend my favorites after going back is In Space and SPD.
Everybody says those two. Like in the comments, they're like, please watch these. These are the best ones. I'm gonna end up watching them all because I have a friend that's like obsessed with Power Rangers, and he was just telling me all the stuff that happens. And I don't want to spoiler alert, but hey, it's been years. You've had time. Well, I'm like, Zordon dies.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on? So it's just, and then like Tommy becomes the principal of a school and some other like just crazy. It's just like crazy stuff that's happening. And then they said like it gets kind of deeper and a little darker. So I'm like, okay, I want to check that out. What's that? Dino Fury, I think was the other one.
Dino Fury, Dino Thunder, and Dino Charge.
Why would they?
I always confuse those. I think they realize like nothing, like you said, nothing
Dinos
beats
is the best.
dinosaurs.
You're not
Yeah.
beating.
Yeah.
You're not beating dinosaurs.
Yeah, but I think are they running out of cool dinosaurs to make Zords out of, or
Have they done a Velociraptor?
I don't think so.
See.
I want them to do the little one. What's that little one in Jurassic Park? And like a swarm of them, and they're like,
Oh, I didn't have to do the act out, but yeah.
yeah, no, it's better that way.
This one with the one to be wearing like a little.
The one
His
that's
skin be
the one that
flapping out?
spits acid.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they have that. That might be too scary for children.
Looks like maybe Dino Charge did a green raptor, I think.
Oh, okay.
Is it Raptor? All right.
They got me back
It's
in.
called
I'm back,
Raptor
I'm
Zord.
back in.
I'm back
Raptor
in.
Zord.
Well, while we're on the topic of Power Rangers, I wanted you to come on and have a chat, but I also felt like, hey, you're like, I'm just kind of getting into more collecting. You have a lot of pop toys, Funko Pops behind you, and I'm like, all right, let's open some stuff. I think there's some stuff that you might enjoy.
Yay.
Compsignathus. There you go. Thank you, Jay Center. That's the tiny one.
That's the name.
The tiny ones that are like, yeah, no, that one is the Dilophosaurus.
Oh no, the ones that were jumping that guy.
Yeah, the really tiny ones, and they're like a little pack.
Yeah.
The compies.
Those things are scary.
But yeah, I wanted to have some stuff to open together, and there's some stuff in there. Don't show your address or anything.
Oh no,
There's gonna be some
angry
Zeo fans gonna.
It's like, yeah, we've been waiting. Oh, let me rip this off. I should have ripped it off.
Pre-cut the tape. But I think In Space is still in the Zordon era. And I think that's the end of the Zordon era. Now you have a Walmart Canada box.
I was like, Canada? Can I open it?
Yeah, please do.
I had to hide this from myself because I was like, I want to open it. I want to open it early, but I'm going to hide this from myself.
Yo, Pachycephalosaurus would be an awesome. Can you imagine morphing every time and saying Pachycephalosaurus?
Oh my god!
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I feel like a kid. I'm like, look, this is the box. This is fucking dope.
That's awesome.
I got a little Lord Zed picture in the front. Silhouette.
Yep.
Yo, he was one of my favorite villains. He was
Lord
funny.
Zed? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was dark.
Yeah, because like Rita was kind of funny. Lord Zed was like, no, I'm evil. Oh, this is dope. So it's just gonna be me yelling for every time I pull something out.
Nice.
That's dope. Do they have it set up like a VHS tape?
Yeah, so like the boxes look like VHSs, so you can keep the box if you want to.
Oh yeah. I don't be opening stuff. I'm trying to. Do y'all be opening your stuff? I'm scared. I don't be wanting to open, but then I'm like, some of this I need to open.
I'm opening tonight. It's literally the title of the show.
Yeah.
Opening the box. I just
yeah.
it'll just be in the boxes for me. Oh, I gotta open these now.
There's two in there that from my collection, because I'm like, all right, you need to have all of them if you're gonna have some.
Thank you. That's cool. Okay.
I wonder if the Japanese choose the dinosaurs based on like what's easier.
Is this the one from Super Sentai?
That
I mean,
is
they're all from Super Sentai.
Oh, which one is that?
That's the Thunder Megazord?
Yes, DK.
Yeah, that's fire. He's
Have
like
you
a samurai?
Yeah, that's why I thought he looked cool. But there should be some swords in there.
That's dope. Damn it, yeah, you bathroom. Yeah. Okay. I like weapons.
Oh boy.
Kaiju number 8. Oh, you did put stickers in here. You said you didn't.
It was more than 2 days ago, so I can't remember anything.
You were feeling all bad. Look, I put those stickers in here. Hey, yeah, it is a sword. I had to show you my other sword over there. Hold on.
Nice.
Pletho
says unboxing from the shipping box counts. There you go.
Yes, the OG.
Because I was like, yeah, here's the sword. Let me make sure I got everything.
I think that's it. Hey, we have a hello to you from Super Casual Boom. What's going
Oh
on?
God, who let you come in here? Hey, Super Casual. No, Super Casual is a little trash talker. Love him, salt of the earth. Don't come in here starting stuff. Don't embarrass me in front of my new friend. You hear me?
No. We live for embarrassing each other. I'm gonna open. I also have these. I have this from Bandai, the
Spy
Anya
Family?
from Spy Family, because I want to do a comparison with one of the other ones that I got. The Jazzwares ones that I have. That's in my daughter's room right now. And if we have time, Tokyo Revengers. I need to add this to my display.
Ooh,
The
fire.
Kakucho statue. What do you think of those Zords? Like, are you
First of all,
gonna open them, or are you
Well,
gonna?
let me go get my other Power Rangers real quick, because then I can show you. Hold on. Just look at my chair real quick. I don't know why I didn't bring this over here.
Autofill? Autofull.
Auto full. This chair has had it. I need another one. Okay, hold on. So my like toy area is not all the way set up yet. Like, I'm gonna put all of my stuff. Why am I pointing like y'all can see? But all my like toys, except for the pops, are like over here, just piled up with my DVDs and stuff. So I'm gonna redo this area. So a lot of this is like boxed up. But I got like this pack of cards.
Power Rangers cards, I think it looks like.
Yeah. So I actually did open these because I had the Black Ranger autograph. Some, but yeah, they're like all these 90s.
There's like, you're in California, right?
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of Power Ranger actors out there all the time, like doing shows all over.
Yeah, they just Power Morphicon was here. I was supposed to go, but I ended up having a show, so I didn't get to go. Oh, why are my Care Bears in here? I'm just gonna leave them in here. But yeah, I have most of like the original Power Rangers, like I think this is from like 93. The only one I'm missing. Which one? No, this is not the ones that flip their head. It's not those ones. And then I have a Zord, but he done been through it. Look at this limp sword. He is.
He can't show up to a fight and then like, we need the sword, and it comes out of the sky and it just bounces off the ground because it wasn't erect.
Wow.
I just hear that sound, the womp womp womp.
It's like, sir, no one's afraid of you.
Those are the originals though. Nice.
Hard sword. He's out here. He's ready to fight. Wait, and his sword's longer. Hey, wait a minute. This is cool. So yeah, that's funny because he's taller, but he's packing. You should be embarrassed.
I think it'll be cool when you have like all of those in a lineup.
Oh
yeah.
On all the other boxes opened up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a show. That's cool. I'm gonna give him a sword.
Speaking of getting ready to fight, a friend of the show. You're like, what? A friend of the show who is also a fan of your work, and I think he said he's also a fellow Houstonian, Mr. Jones, just randomly was like, "Oh, Roxy's on your show?" I'm like, "Yeah, this morning." He goes, "Cool." Hits me up maybe an hour ago, and blesses us with this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it yet. Have you seen it yet?
What?
Well, I guess
I haven't. Wait, no. What is this?
He drew us.
Cool. I have not seen that. That is dope. Hey, thank you,
Mr. Jones.
It's
in my story, but
yeah, send me that. Yeah, I've been running around all day. I have not seen that. Thank you for giving me muscles. When people be drawing me with them frail arms, I'll be like, no, show them I'm swole. That is dope.
How good is this?
I like
10 out of 10, man.
That's fire.
I do have some gripes, Mr. Jones. Just one. Mine, you put a Drake quote on my side. It says started from the bottom, now he's here. Come on, man. That's worse than putting like a Diddy quote on me right now. That's
You think Drake is worse than Diddy right now?
I mean, yeah, maybe that's a little extreme. But I feel like it's almost there. You're Canadian, it makes sense. I'm kidding. This is so dope. Thank you. For Roxy, you put about to run a fade on him. H-Town represent. I don't even know what that means. but that sounds infinitely cooler than Drake lyrics. Yoko says, "Careful." Yeah, we have those careful emojis for a reason. Thank you,
Careful
Yoko.
is hilarious.
Careful is yeah, that's
That is dope. Thank you. I'm
yeah.
gonna
How
make
cool
sure
is
to
that?
repost that.
This-
Aw.
yeah, he's like got some nice shading and some
Yeah, like,
the whole
this is
thing is
fire.
awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Thank you, sir.
H-Town, baby. You know how we do. That was
All right,
dope.
so we're gonna open up some stuff. I'm gonna get to this. I think I'm gonna open Anya first. Feel free to start whenever, wherever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just we
Let's
can
see.
just chat and see what's up. I have a few more
How do
questions.
you? I'd be scared to open.
There's
So how
a
do
there's
you
a
usually open?
so for those ones
That-
specifically, there's a pull tab at the bottom.
Okay.
So
I want to mess it up.
it's
Oh.
perforated and then the whole tray slides out, and then so you can keep the box
Ooh.
nice.
Okay,
Easy
I like
peasy.
that. Yeah, that's another reason I'd be scared to open toys because I am rough. I'm like, oh, well, we're done with this box. That's cool.
I think it'll be cool once you get the whole lineup next time you do an episode and you go like, "Hey, Cleo Thomas, look at I just leveled up. I got all these new toys, Power Ranger toys with that dope jacket you have."
Oh yeah, that jacket is fire.
Daniel
so
says from Houston, have you ever made a trip to Austin for Kill Tony?
I have not. So by the time like Kill Tony and all of them were in Texas, I was already gone.
Oh, okay.
So I was already in LA. But also they mean I would not. People be asking me like, would I do Kill Tony? I'm like, no, because I would fight. They are so mean.
They don't hold back.
No.
But
Like, I just seen some crazy stuff.
But the crazy part is they sell out Madison Square Garden, and I'm like, wow.
Every time.
Wow.
And people love it. That's why I don't do like roast me either on All Death. I'm like, nah, I don't like being insulted. So this was in there. Which one is this?
Wait, what is that?
I don't know. It was in
I
there.
like it in the box.
It says Dinosaur.
Oh my god, did that get repacked?
Yeah.
Wait,
How?
Didn't you rip it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
What
terrible.
is that?
That's one of the worst things of collecting right now. People buying that shit and then replacing it with some. I don't even know what that thing you showed was.
How are
That
they? It was
sucks.
closed.
Wasn't it sealed?
Yeah, it was sealed.
Yeah, we saw her rip the thing. So where else they could have done that?
Hold on.
Can you hold up the figure again?
Oh, I think they did it at took it at the top.
Okay, I hope the other ones aren't like that.
And that's gonna be hilarious.
Can you imagine how many did I send?
3. They're all because as soon as I put it, I was like, why is it in this paper like this?
Oh, they're
I don't
always
even-
in paper.
Okay, I don't even know who this is. Who is this, y'all? He looks like
Oh man,
Who's
that's
that?
Not gonna lie.
that is bogus.
that makes
Come
it
on.
funnier. Okay, the box is still cool though.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Hey, I sent you. I'm heated right now. Damn.
Oh man.
Okay, so y'all see? Should we
All right.
perforate the bottom?
I'm gonna perforate somebody.
And so does this happen a lot?
This happens. in
It
the
happens because
retail
there are people
world,
who
right?
buy stuff and replace it and then send it back.
Okay, this one got the thing on it. This one feels bigger. This one's wrapped differently, so I think this is okay. Yep, I have the swords in here. Okay, yeah, this one's good.
Okay.
This one's good. Kevin's like,
I'm so
about
pissed.
fighting.
All right, we're 1 through 3.
One for. Hey, this one's fire
That's which one? Oh, that's the Tiger's.
Tiger
though.
Zord.
Tiger Zord.
I used to love that theme song. That theme song was hype.
Which one?
Yeah.
It was like White Ranger, Tiger Power, White Ranger.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
then you got Tommy like secure.
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 He's going crazy. Okay, I think this one's good too. I think it was only that one. That the Megazord.
Oh, damn.
This one
Okay,
shades
good.
the same
Hopefully
too.
you get 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Good ones.
Yeah,
What if
this
I
one
was
got
the one who
weapons.
swapped it? Plot twist.
The
We
whole
figured
time.
it out. We figured out it
Kevin's
was
like,
you or the
I'm
swapper.
so mad.
Wait, is that why Yoko said it's Kevin's best acting yet? Because what the hell, Yoko?
Yeah,
You know what,
Roxy,
Yoko?
here. That's
I'm
hilarious.
totally buying a DVD of Mr. Baseball, and I'm gonna use all of those
Oh, this is cool.
dated jokes on our next episode. I
Kevin
love
was
that
like,
version.
Roxy's gonna love this. As am I. But how did they, whoever did that though, they're good. Cause like I guess they had to like open the top,
Yeah.
retape the top. But like, hey, kudos. That's some top level scamming.
It's gonna be a brick next. Maybe like I've seen people replace Lego with pasta, like dried pasta.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
That's what is wrong with people? These are cool though.
She got the Temu Zord.
Yeah, what is that? Does anybody know what Zord?
We gotta identify that.
I don't know.
We'll eventually figure it out.
Ask one of my friends that because that's crazy. That's crazy.
Post a pic or send me a picture of it later, please.
Okay.
We'll try to figure it out. That makes me angry.
I'm glad the other two were good. Kevin was gonna lose his shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, you mentioned that you were already out of Texas from when Kill Tony started. How long have you been doing stand-up?
Oh, it'll be 11 years in November.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy to say it out loud.
That's awesome.
11 years. Thanks. It's crazy too because I was like, I don't know if I want to move or not. But like since moving, I've gotten so much more stuff and opportunities and all of that since coming out here. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or not, but it has. I've been on TV a couple times. I've got to work with some really dope people.
Cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean that's moving out to California thing, like the opportunities, and it's just so much going on, right? But what pushed you to stand up?
It's funny because I actually started doing YouTube first, which is funny because I still don't have a YouTube following. But I just was like kind of making dance videos. I was bored. I had my daughter super young, so I was like 19. I was just kind of looking for something ish to do. She might have been like 3. She had to be like, how's she now? That's how I just had her. I didn't just have her. She was like 3 or 4. So she was still like not in school. We just would be like in the house. So I started kind of just making some videos, playing around. And then I was like, oh, this is something fun to do. And my dad actually was like, hey, you like to write. I think you would be really good at stand-up. You've always been funny. So I did stand-up the first time. I went to an open mic and I brought like 40 people. And I was reading from like a piece of paper. And because I brought 40 people, it's like this little bar. Maybe the bar holds like 60 people. And I had 40 people in there. And I was like, oh, this is stand-up I killed. I did great. I'm killing it.
They love me.
So,
that's good.
I'm that guy. And so then I did it a second time. And I brought 2 friends. It was a completely different place. And I went up and I was telling my jokes. And like nobody was laughing. And then this is still to this day. I've been doing stand-up for 11 years. This is the heckle I think about like all the time. Somebody from the back yells, and I'm gonna be cursing. Somebody yells, "Get the fuck off the stage, bitch!" No, get your fine ass off the stage, bitch, with them titties. It was the weirdest heckle.
How do you feel about that? Because I feel like it's that guy sending mixed signals.
Get your fine ass off the stage, bitch, with them titties. So it's like, thank you. Okay, bitch. It was just a lot. And then I just got off the stage. I was like, all right, y'all have a good night. I'm Roxxy Haze. And that car ride back, because my friends had rode with me, that was such a quiet car ride. And then after that, I was like, yeah, I'm going back up tomorrow. Like, I'm gonna keep doing this. Yeah. But
that's awesome.
Good. Yeah, because I'm also like, anime character. I'm like, I won't be defeated. Like, nah, I'm gonna show y'all. And it's funny because I found out years later it was another comedian that did that.
Oh no! Oh, you found out who it was?
Yeah, he told me. He was like, yeah, that was me. I think I was telling a story, and he was like, yeah, that was me. I was like, you bitch. Then he's trying to talk to me. He was like trying to date me. I was like, how dare no?
So he was trying to hit on you.
Yeah.
He was.
He was like, yeah, I was trying to holler at you. You were terrible. I'm like, well, thanks. This
Oh
is
my
another way to tell me. Like,
The
second time on stage.
the old backhanded compliment heckle. Very complex if you can pull it off. If you can pull it off, get the person off stage and successfully talk to her after.
It's like,
So it's
oh
a
man, that was
multi.
hard, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those things like what is it like in Anchorman, you know, the Sex Panther perfume. It's like works 99% of the time, 66% of the time, or something like that.
I need to rewatch Anchor. I used to love Will Ferrell.
Yeah, that's
He's-
a rewatch. Do you remember? Do you still remember? You remember the heckle? Do you remember what your what you went up with? Like what your set was?
It was probably about because at that time I was just talking about like stuff. I was a teacher at that time. I was teaching English, so I was probably talking about that. I taught like 12th grade English, so I was just talking about that, or just like random observations. I actually have the notebook still, so I probably could look in it. I had found like that paper where I had wrote everything down. I think I did some dick jokes. I'm gonna say like my first year of comedy, I was trying to be like kind of like an edgelord, kind of like dark humor, kind of like more like not even dark humor, like frat boy, because that's what was like people were getting booked at that time. Like if you were kind of frat boy, kind of like
really?
yeah, a lot of just not great comedy. Like that wasn't even like me. I was just trying to be what I thought was funny. And it's crazy too because I didn't get booked for like 2 years, like even on like little free shows, like when people did not like me. And it's funny because like now, because I was doing social media and I had like 200 followers on YouTube, but just because I was doing social media, people were like, oh, you're not a real comedian. And it's funny now how all of these comedians have to do social media, but back then it was like, we hate you. So yeah, but I started traveling and I started like I had to like get out the city to get booked. And I did Memphis Comedy Festival and I was on a show called the Black Nerd Comedy Power Hour. And the festival was like 3 or 4 days. But like being on that show, I was like, oh, I can tell my kind of jokes. Like these kind of jokes, people like these jokes. Like I don't have to try to tell jokes like everybody else is doing. I can tell these nerdy jokes and I could talk about Power Rangers or Star Wars or whatever anime, whatever I want to talk about, and it can be accepted. I just need to make sure that I, write better. So ever since then, I just adopted that. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and you're going to like it or you're not. It hasn't always worked out. I've bombed in front of like 400 or 500 people, which is just a terrible. It just feels you never forget that feeling of just like talking and nobody like. I was telling that one. I remember I bombed in Dallas. I did a show in Dallas, and that was the first time I had got like paid to pay, not just pay like they pay for my travel, put me in like a really nice hotel. Like it was one of those. I was like, oh, I'm moving up in the world. I'm living lavishly, and I did a show. It was packed. It was sold out, and I ate shit. It was so bad.
Oh no.
Nobody was laughing. And I remember I was telling a joke about the Jeffersons or some older TV show and nobody laughed. And then somebody in the back yelled out, man, fuck y'all, that's funny. And I was like,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
a few years later, I found out that comedian, and it was the same guy.
It was the same guy.
He was like, I had to make it up to you. But
he was a plant.
He's like, I drove up here to make you feel better. But I just kept deciding to go, and I'm really happy, especially like now looking back, like I've built this brand that's like authentically myself, and so I don't have to worry about like. I talk to other comedians or just people in general when it comes to branding, right? And they're like, well, I'm going to have to switch my brand or like people don't care about this or, I built it on something that I don't really want to talk about anymore. I'm like, we shouldn't have did that. I built my stuff on what I actually like. So it's like, I never have to rebrand. This is just, I can talk about or do whatever I want to do because that's the world that I've created for myself. So I'm happy that even though I was getting treated poopily at first, that I just decided to do what I want. And now I'm getting toys, some of them in the correct box,
Some of them with the wrong inside. I mean, I love that, like being able to talk about what what you really love. It seems like I'm noticing a lot more like stand-ups where like it is about nerdy stuff, like stuff that you talk about, um, and like hardcore nerds with that kind of material. And I'm like, this is a cool. I don't know, like, did you notice this was a more recent thing?
Yeah, it's definitely more recent, like especially for Black people. Like there wasn't a lot of us when I first was coming out. It wasn't a lot of like Black nerds doing stand
Mhm.
up. But especially like being on the concert and stuff more, I'm seeing way more just overall period and a lot more, social media. It's just becoming more socially acceptable to like these things. So it's kind of like everybody's coming out their little weird holes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I,
good way
I
to
don't
put
think
it.
it's not just
Mhm.
comedy. I think every
Mhm.
aspect of
Rap,
fandom. Yeah.
music. Like I was actually gonna submit to, and I forgot to do it, but I was gonna submit to South by Southwest to rap. But they had nerdcore on there. They've never had nerdcore on there as a genre. So it's like this is now people are realizing like, oh, like this is financially good. Like we can make money off of this stuff, which to an extension it's annoying. Like the nerd in me is like, no, keep it underground. Y'all are not real nerds, but it being more mainstream just means we get more stuff. Like I
More
want more stuff.
opportunities, right?
More
Yeah.
opportunities, more toys, more like I can go on a Target and get manga now. That's crazy.
Oh man, I was at we have
Yeah.
Toys R Us's here, and there's like a
What?
whole wall of manga, just like non like end to end. I don't think anyone's bought them because I think that's why it was so well stocked when I saw it. But if you wanted to, you could get it at Toys R Us here,
Yeah, and it
everywhere.
never used to be like that. Like it's in Barnes and Noble. It used to like you would have to go to specific stores to get stuff. Even like certain toys, you have to go to like comic book stores or nerd
Specialty
stores or
stores,
like
yeah.
that. Like now it's just like, oh, here we go. It's in here. So I get that some people get upset about that because they're like, this is sacred. I want to keep it sacred. But it's like, I don't know. I want to go be able to get this
Yeah.
and share it with my daughter. Like that's the cool part because it's more accessible. It's more easy to share. Oh,
My daughter just started watching Spy Family. You know how happy I am? Like
it's so
I
cute.
wasn't really into it, but it's something that if we can watch together, um, I mean, I love that. I love being able to do that. And now we can like, hey, like we can buy toys together and I'll share, I guess. But
I'll get you your own. I'll get me one.
yeah, she has her own. My friend Yoko in the chat, she showed me a picture of her Barnes and Noble, and it's like, I think if you're into anime stuff, like all the toys and statues that go with it, like that's a
Hmm.
spot, that's a destination to go
Yeah,
check out. Like
a
they
lot
have
of
a
people
lot of
be sweet.
stuff, right?
Yep, and they're not super expensive either because most people coming in there they're coming for books. So I've got some cheap
Books.
figures and who wants that? But yeah, nah.
I
Have you seen
hear.
the Spy Family movie?
No, I think we're watching it. I know it's like it's its own self-contained story, but
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to finish the episodes first, before the movie. Also, it would help if she's like stop getting grounded. That would help a lot. Because sometimes like she's acting up, and I'm like, all right, no TV. But it's also like, can you stop
I want to.
behaving this way?
Yeah,
Because I want to watch this with you. It's so hard.
you're
Uh,
ruining this. Yeah, that'd be pissing me off. It's like I wanted to go get ice cream. Stop, dang! Like now nobody gets it. Now I'm
not
getting
even
it.
Oh
me.
no.
Yeah.
It would be wrong if I just got a cone and I'm just, making direct eye contact. Maybe that's more of a lesson. Like, this, you could have been part of this.
This could have been you.
I know you could have been enjoying this.
You
Um,
done messed up.
Brick
You
something says,
done messed up.
when you were a teacher, did your students prep you for the hecklers?
That's funny.
I got called a bitch ass by a student today. Twas a good day. What did you
Oh,
do, Brick?
no.
That's
That's
terrible.
a bitch ass is crazy. You know what's funny? I think I grew up like in theater, and I grew up like my dad used to do lower budget movies in Houston. Like Houston has a really big like indie film scene, and so he was
Oh,
in
okay.
that. And so he was also like a college professor, blah blah blah. But he was very Like my dad was just very honest. So like I got kicked out of some plays. Like he kicked my brother out of a church play because his acting wasn't good. So it's just like I kind of developed a tough skin to like critical remarks. Cause yeah, like he'd be like, hey, that sucks. That's not, and not like in a malicious way. It's like, hey, that's not good. That doesn't sound good.
Oh, no.
I also went to school for graphic design. And so like we used to have to put our designs like on the wall. And the whole class would critique them.
Was it anonymous?
No.
What?
Oh, wow.
So you're standing there, your work's right here, and people would just be like, well, I don't think that looks good. I don't think those colors are good. I don't understand why you thought this. Like, could you explain your thought process? Like demolishing your work, and you're just like somebody has cried during one of those things. It's just like a class of 20, 30 people, and it's something that you worked on, and they're just like, in the most professional way, this sucks. So I think by the time I became a teacher, I was already so numb to like criticism and like,
oh my God.
Yo, this one guy cried. We had a very Russian teacher that like she would smoke cigarettes all the time, and she was just very like almost like a cartoon, and like she made this guy cry in the middle of the critique, and she was like, this is terrible, this is one of the worst things I've ever seen, like, and you know it sucks, you know this isn't good, I don't even know why you put this up here.
Yeah.
And he started crying. She was like, are you gonna cry during a critique? Get out.
Holy
Grow
crap.
up. Yeah. And I was just like,
damn.
So yeah, somebody calling you a fine ass bitch with them titties don't hurt as much when that's what you're used to doing. But yeah, those being a teacher, I commend you for teaching, because I hated it. I was not a fan. I would never do that again.
Yeah, I have the utmost respect for teachers. I never really thought twice about it, but after COVID and a lot of online classes, I'm like, whatever money the school needs, I'm there. What you need supplies for the classroom, I got you.
Here, take it. I love y'all.
Just
don't
take these kids and and teach. Like they deal with so much. So yeah, I have the utmost respect.
It is a lot.
Balantabor, what's up? Says public speaking makes me a bit nervous. Stand-up comedy has got to be super stressful. Well, yeah, I mean, you just kind of talked about like everything that prepped you.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I still get really nervous right before I go up. I'll just get like kind of panicked. I'll start like writing out my set like 30 times, and it's funny because I never do that set. It's always just like the fear of like, oh, this is gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, but once I'm up there, I'm fine. Like literally, as soon as my toe touches the stage, I'm like,
then it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it's like, I do stand. Like I forget that I'm good every single time. Like it's been 11 years, and I talk to other comedians, and I'm like, hey, do you ever stop being nervous? Like people have been doing it 20, 30 years, and they're like, no, I still get nervous every single time.
Wow.
And I think I want to keep that nervousness. Maybe it kind of like just keeps you on your edge. Maybe it's like once you're not nervous anymore, that's when you start to suck. Because maybe that's when you stop caring.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't care if I do good or not. I know I'm good.
Yeah.
It's like
keeping you sharp.
I'm like, I always want to think I suck a little bit so that I can still, because it's whew, I don't want to say no names, but it's some people that I used to very much enjoy, and I'm like, boy, you are terrible now.
Oh no,
suck. Like that always sucks seeing like a comedian that you used to like, and then they just, I don't enjoy this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just they stop being relatable.
Yeah.
Like you're rich now. You're rich. You don't really have the same experiences that we the common folk have. So this comedy isn't necessarily relatable to the masses.
Okay, that makes sense.
Very, very interesting.
Yoko says, yeah, these guys who don't know what a book is might be sleeping on Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is a toy store, right, Yoko?
I go in there for fun. I mean,
I thought it was a grocery store. No.
Oh, Brick was breaking up a fight. Okay.
Oh, well then, yeah.
What does that mean? Well, then, yeah, you're a bitch ass.
Yeah, like
No,
if I'm
no.
in the middle of fighting and you break up my fight, nah, you're a bitch ass. Don't touch me. But you were doing your job. You know what's funny? I used to not break up the fights because I had seen a teacher break up a fight and get knocked to the floor trying to help.
No
I
way.
was like, oh yeah, that's not gonna be me. Yep, they were just because they were like wildly swinging and then knocked that teacher on her ass, and I was like, oh nah. So now whenever I did see a fight after that, I would just start yelling, hey, y'all stop that! Like,
There's a fight over there.
yeah,
No, you can't.
somebody get them.
As a teacher, you can't accidentally get knocked on your ass because the next time you walk into the room and those kids are, whatever, like in the movies, do kids still throw paper airplanes and drawing butts on the chalk? Do schools have chalkboards? I don't know, but like
They're
you
like
tell them
dry
to,
erase boards now.
yeah,
for
you
just
tell
the
them to
things.
be quiet and get ready, and they have a name for you.
And like,
trying to-
shut up, you got knocked out, bitch.
Yeah.
Like we
Bitch,
see
you got
get
knocked the fuck
out.
Bitch ass.
Somebody yelling bitch ass at you is hilarious.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
See?
Went viral for getting clocked while breaking up a fight. I mean,
Oh no.
yeah, it's a tough job.
Going viral for that is hilarious. I remember this is a long time. I graduated 06. Our principal slipped on people were just like pouring baby oil on the ground. Let them fight. And the principal
you're the one who
slipped on
like
some baby oil.
throws in like a broken in half pool cue
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Finish him off to the
Tryouts.
death. Yeah. But he slipped on some baby oil and like busted his ass, and then like that grainy video was going around because like 06. That video was very grainy. But I'm like, oh, now that would have went viral because he like tried to grab. He fell. And he tried to grab like the stair rail, and then he fell again. So it was a double fall.
Oh
And
no.
I'm just like, yeah, I don't need that on my name. Like I don't need slippage of any type of. Oh, that's
nice, dude.
cool.
I feel like if that happened today, kids would add sound effects and stuff if they slipped and beat.
Can't get me. Slipping around.
They do edits. My daughter showed me like edits that they've done of people. So yeah, now you got to edit with and they have skills. So it's a skilled, highly
like the
effective
students.
edit. Yeah, because
so
they're on social media all the time.
Yeah, they're prepared for like getting into like a professional industry then.
Mm-hmm.
Video editing, my goodness, or stand-up comedy.
Yeah, they're funny. Some of the comments sometimes in the videos, I'm like, this is good. You're really mean, but this is
Kids are mean.
mean.
Kids are too mean. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. All right, this Anya is awesome because, look how tiny it is, but she got 5 different faces. Thanks, DK.
It looks creepy by itself.
When she does this face in the show, like it's the funniest thing to me. Like
With second son.
we always crack up when she does that. She's up to no good or doing something. But yeah, how cool is this? There you go.
Put her face back on. Okay.
Swap it out. And
that's cool though.
Boom.
I love her. I love Spy. Spy Family makes me cry. I'll be emotional. It's so sweet. It's such a good show.
Yeah, but there's some spicier language in there than I had expected. But I'm like, I go to my daughter, I'm like, those are bad words, right? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, don't use them. She goes, okay. And I'm happy with that interaction. She knows better for now. But
and luckily it's not too much.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. What else is kid friendly? Could you recommend?
Anime is just cartoons. There's not anime. Even when they're like, oh, this is fine for kids. They love like to call somebody a dumbass or like it's always at least one or two. Because even like Sailor Moon, it's like it's a lot of.
We were talking about Sailor Moon last week. I've never seen it. Just because it was like. In my time, it was like, that's for girls. I'm not gonna watch that. Yeah.
You know what? So like Sailor Moon, as it goes on, it starts getting a little like dark. So that's like, even though like the earlier episodes is like, oh, she's so silly, but then like people start getting like killed. Like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I remember that.
It starts getting kind of dark. Even like I was rewatching Inuyasha, and I remember watching it, and I'm like, oh, this is just like a love story and stuff. Like, yo, Inuyasha gets. There's an episode about a little girl that dies in a fire, and she doesn't want to go to like the afterlife, so she like haunts her. She thought her mom like forgot about her, type blah blah blah. So she's like haunting her mother and trying to kill her brother that's still alive because she was like jealous. And then there's like a big sun demon thing that's like playing a pipe that like takes all the children's souls. So Kagome is literally having to pull this child out of the depths of hell. She does like her soul doesn't go to hell.
Mm.
And I'm like, I was a child watching this. Like it's a lot of pulling people's souls out and hell demons that are doing. It's a lot that I didn't even realize was going on.
Yeah, there's any of those stories where there's like you mentioned, like a kid involved dying or like separated from parents. I'm just like, it hurts reading that now. Like my wife says, oh, like ever since we had kids, you became a big softie, and I'm like, I never touted myself as some badass that like, hey, if we have kids one day, I'll have no emotions still. Like that that was never what I was about. But I'm reading there's this anime coming out soon called Don Da Don.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they had a three episode premiere last week in theaters in the US. And then it's coming out in October. But I've been reading, I've caught up on like 166 chapters in the last few months. And there are similar stories where they're like, it's a tragic story of, like a child accident or a mom has bills or something and her debt collectors come and some stuff happens. And so like their ghost, like a yokai, haunts these people, and then like there are these scary things you have to fight. And I'm like, first they show the fight and I'm like, okay, cool. And then there's always a backstory where I'm like, oh, here come the tears.
Yep, it's a wrap for me. That's how I felt with Chainsaw Man. Like the first episode, and I'm reading
right.
I'm reading it now, and I'm like, oh, this is worse. And they're like, oh yeah, your dad owes us a debt, and if you don't pay, we're gonna kill you. And when you realize, like, oh, these are children.
Yeah.
These are like really children that are like, yeah, it is true. Like when you have because my daughter she'll be 16 in a couple months, and so I was watching Demon Slayer, and I was like, this is my baby.
Oh yeah, the first episode of Demon Slayer. I watched it. I was in bed one night and I was watching it before bed. I was almost in tears. And my wife said, what the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, why did they open with this?
The first episode, it's like, that is crazy to start off with. Oh yeah, look at this season. Look how happy they are.
DK, did you start that?
I haven't started it.
Well, you don't have kids.
I gotta start it. Like,
yeah, you should.
It's on my to-do list. But then they were saying that I just saw a clip on IG. Is Demon Slayer kind of like another? Is the story very similar to Full Metal Alchemist? Like the idea of the two brothers, right?
Oh, I saw that. I think I saw the same reel. That algorithm.
Yeah.
Like algorithms are deadly. I feel like it's propaganda spin. Everyone gets the same videos, but I think I saw the same one where they're like, the stories are almost recycled or there's similarities, what they were saying.
Yeah, because FMA is kind of like, it's older than, like JJK and Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer, they probably take influence from like the other generations, right? So they made some comparison like that. So that made me a little bit more interested in like Demon Slayer because like I was a huge FMA fan, right?
Yeah, I love Full Metal Alchemist. I wanted a tattoo, but I was like, I don't think that's wise to get that on me or I summon something. Oh, that's dope. They got stuff up when they're able to do like motion in a figure. That's always cool to me.
Yeah, So
You got a little jacket flapping.
what have you seen out there in the collectible world that you've been maybe hesitant to take the plunge on, or just waiting for make a more informed decision? Anything out there like anime wise?
Oh man, me or
You. I know DK
okay.
just
Yeah.
DK, I know DK, what
I'm
DK
like,
buys.
DK, what you got? Yeah, it is this. I'm just waiting for rich and to have a house. Like when I have a house, it's a wrap. Like I'm just gonna have a whole room. But there's like this 6-foot Goku figure. And I know y'all probably seen
What?
it. Like
Okay.
like and it's like life size, but it's like extremely detailed. I've been seeing like we're talking about algorithm. My algorithm now is like filled with like toys and collectibles, but there's
Oh,
all of
sorry.
these like yes, your fault. All of these figures, and they're like life size figures. So there's like a Zorro one, and it's like it looks like that, like where the clothes are flying and it's detailed and all that stuff. But it's like $5,000, like $6,000. Like it's some crazy.
I think
Right.
if
The
it's life
statues are
size,
crazy.
I think life size, I mean, that is a lot of money, but relative to what you could get, I mean, that doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, I can't be rich. I'm gonna be terrible.
Oh, it's gonna be over.
Sometimes I'll be like looking, scrolling at toys and seeing what I want, and then I just find myself going like nah 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 nah, wait till I get, and I'm like, wait, no, I can't. I'm gonna buy $9,000 or $6,000 statues. Like it's a bad idea. Val,
Yeah,
what's
so-
going on? Thank you for watching on Twitch. Ryan Dole says tuxedo DK. You can pull it off, DK. Do you have a tux?
No. I
I'll
have a bow
buy you-
tie. You can buy me a tux.
I was gonna buy you the tuxedo T-shirt.
I need the hat. I need the top hat.
And a cane and a monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rose I can find. I can figure that out.
I need to see that. But yeah, there's this dude that makes like life size Pokemon, like to scale Pokemon.
Yeah.
I was like, I want that. And then he made like a Mew in the thing.
Oh, and so I've seen like the huge one at Pokemon Center in Japan. It's awesome to have something like that.
I want all of that. That's like I gotta get rich. Come on, I need some more followers. Hey, y'all follow me so I can buy.
What are your goals for comedy? There's a 6-foot Goku. There's a
Need that.
Yeah, so like you were into all the cartoons and all the Disney stuff. I know like you do videos about Disney and you go deep cut in like what was it? Disney characters who would win in a fight or something like that.
Oh yeah, somebody had sent me a meme and it was like the Disney characters Mortal Kombat, like if they were in a Mortal Kombat. And the funniest thing to me about all those videos, people are always like, how much research do you do before? And I'm like, absolutely none. That's
my
like
childhood.
The saddest part. Yeah, this is all up here, baby. Don't ask me no math though. But yeah, it was the Disney princesses and who would win, and it was really actually hard to do that video because Mortal Kombat you can summon and all of that, but I felt like that was cheating because Jasmine's she has the genie, so she can get any wish that she wants. So I had to make it like just them one-on-one who would win. And what sucked to me though is the princess was harder than the princesses because I'm like, a lot of these princesses don't fight or do anything. The only one that really fights is Merida and Mulan.
Like Elsa got some ice powers.
But I was like,
she's
she's
ice powers.
weak. Yeah, and so the people were like arguing me about like, well, Elsa would win because she has ice powers, and my argument was always like, she don't have that dog in her. Like Elsa's not finna kill to the death. Like Elsa and her sister got tricked by Hans, who was like low tier prince. So I'm like, she has the ability, but would she go for the kill? I was like, Mulan's the only one that has bodies. She's the only one we saw that murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was war. So I was like, she would win. People were saying Merida would win. But I was like, Merida ain't got that dog in her either. She was crying about her mom the whole movie. So I was like, Mulan's the only one that caught a body.
Yeah.
The princess one was harder because most of them had killed. Like a lot of them had actually killed somebody. Like Maleficent got killed by the prince, and then Eric killed Ursula.
Yes.
Who else? The Beast X
I
killed
didn't
Gaston.
really agree with your take on Shang. What was wrong with him?
So okay, so this is
Yeah. This, by
is-
the way, this is the real reason I asked you to be on here.
You're like,
I
I've
saw
been
that
waiting.
video. I said, oh, hell no.
A
I
lot
will
of
not
people
stand
did.
for this.
A lot of people were saying I was biased with the Aladdin, and I was a little bit. Let's start there. I was a little bit, but
Were
my
you
reasoning.
did you think Aladdin could handle himself?
But okay, so this is why I felt like Aladdin had it over Shang, right? In the movie, we didn't really see Shang get active. They were like, Shang trained Mulan. I was like, yeah, but it goes back to I don't think he had that dog in him. He did not have that dog in him because first of all, he got the job because of nepotism. Remember, his dad was the general, so that's how he got the job.
Was his dad?
Yeah, because you remember what was that guy? His little skinny advisor was talking trash about him. And he was talking about how like he shouldn't have got that job, and he thinks he should have got the job instead. But Shang's dad got him that job, and so I was like, he's a nepo baby. I was like, nepo babies are not fighting to the death.
I don't remember. Do you remember this line, DK? Do you remember that from the movie?
No, I do not.
He was like, "Oh, but you are a nepo baby.
baby.
You only in this position because your father."
You cannot defeat Streets Rat.
It was funny enough. It was kind of similar to that, and I was like, he was too worried about smashing Ping the whole time, who turned out to be Mulan. But yeah, he was all up Ping's ass. So Aladdin, I was like, we seen him fight. He had a sword. He had to fight multiple times. And I will say there was a bias just because I like Aladdin a little bit more. But it did come down to them too. So honestly, if we're being honest, Shang probably would win just because he has the training, but I couldn't give it to him. I couldn't give it to the nepo baby. I could not, in good conscience.
He has military training. He has weapons. I mean, are the weapons? Is the magic carpet in play?
And
that might cause some issues.
It was so hard because then the same thing with Jasmine. Like Aladdin has the genie. If he can summon, he can do whatever. He can wish for military training. But I was like, I'm not gonna add that in there. We have to just have it where it's whatever you come with. But I was like, Aladdin be running around on the street with no shoes on. I'm like, I just feel like he's tough, running into boo-boo. He's jumping. I'm like, he does have the athleticism, and we have seen him wield a sword. It's in like the second movie. That's how the
scimitar. Is that canon?
Yeah. Which one is that? Are the second and third movies? I don't know. And you know what I never really liked
he had
about
a sword in the Genesis game.
Yeah.
And threw deadly apples. Oh my god, I remember that.
I love this.
That game used to piss me off.
That's not a skill. That's a carnival. That's not. You can't use that in a fight. You're throwing apples.
You could.
If he threw them hard enough.
Yeah.
Think a Chinese military general or trainer is gonna get taken out by apples? DK?
That'd be hilarious.
Maybe he's allergic to apples.
Is there? I don't know.
He's thinking. He's thinking. I'm laughing because that was weeks ago. You've been holding that in, Kevin. He's like, well, as soon as I see her. As soon.
When are you free? Oh, the 19th.
Excellent.
Yeah, that was me. Because people were heavy arguing in that video. That's always funny. Sometimes I'll argue back, but for the most part, I wasn't. I think that's my favorite part about nerddom. Period. It's just how many people it brings together. Like that got like thousands. They're like, you idiot! Did you forget how Anna punched that guy? And I was like, she sucker punched him. Anna ain't got that dog. So yeah, that's what. Now I gotta make another one, but I was gonna make another one where it was just like what is it called? Like a S tier B 8 whatever.
Oh yeah,
like who would win? But I'm gonna get all of the Disney characters. It's gonna be like a 30-part video. It's like who do you think would win? Like because Hercules wasn't on there.
Oh, true.
It was a couple other people that I think would be funny to be on there. And who would win? Like Tarzan wasn't on there. So yeah, I was like, I want to make one and see how that goes.
I just love how heated it can get. And you're like, guys, these are all fictional characters, right?
This is not real.
But that's the fun part of it. I remember they're very similar. Like experience is that when I used to work at a theater, there was one time where for 3 hours, me and this buddy, we were just in a supply room, double bag, like just doing it for 3 hours, and all we did was debate on
Oh,
All we did was debate about which whatever fictional character versus whatever fictional character can be. So we started off with like
on the clock.
yo, on the clock. What nothing to do. That was our job. We just have to just make bags. We're like, okay.
You
We did
were
that for,
high,
like,
weren't you?
3 hours. I wish I was like, but we did that for so long. We started talking about like, okay, like Magneto versus like Wolverine, and we started debating over that. Then it just got ridiculous to the point where it's like, all right, Bart Simpson versus Stewie Griffin, and we started talking
Stewie's
like,
taking it.
who we're like, we gotta give it to Stewie there. Like,
Yeah,
He has weapons. He got that dog in him. Bart was getting beat up by
Nelson. Right?
Bart just has a slingshot.
Yeah, so we're like, we gotta give it
Stewie
to
has guns.
Yeah,
we gotta give it to Stewie, and then we're like, all right, what about Stewie versus Eric Cartman? We're like, oh, all right, and it just started getting crazier and crazier. Start talking about all right, Batman versus Eric Cartman, right?
And then Batman versus Bart Simpson.
It was everything, anything you can think of.
That's funny.
We did that for 3 hours. One of the best conversations of my life.
I love it because it's like, you know, there feels like there's a right answer, but honestly, there's not most of the time. Like, you can always add in stuff. There was a video that Stan Lee had made, RIP, to the GOAT. But do y'all remember that where he was like, people would ask him like, who would win, this person versus this person? He was like, whoever the writer wanted.
Yes,
that's true.
Yeah.
That's what I miss Stan Lee. It's like, yeah, they won because that's what we wanted. We can put whatever we want in there. There is no answer.
Yeah, whoever's writing the story, exactly. These are wider than tech decks, but this is like real grip tape. Look at the artwork out here.
Oh.
And so the thing Hot Wheels does is, for some reason, does rubber finger shoes.
So they don't slide off. I was gonna say I'm gonna take a picture of this and send it to my friend. I'm definitely gonna text y'all later. I'm definitely gonna take a picture and ask my friend who this is, and then let y'all know. Because
Please do. All right. Do you guys know any tech deck moves?
Oh, that's cool. Oh, absolutely not. I was never good at those. I used to get so jealous.
Oh man, I should have just imagine there was a box of tech decks in that Power Rangers thing instead of whatever that
I would have been livid. I'm like, I don't even know how to do this.
That weird toy was. I did want to say though, like, what's, I think after seeing all your videos and like when we first started chatting for a bit, it was mostly about anime. You can see my beautiful JJK mouse pad here. But like, what are you watching right now?
So I just finished Spy Family. I am catching up on JJK. I think I'm behind a chapter now. I finally read because people were spoiling so much. I'm like, come on, y'all, relax. Like, it just came out.
The internet is relentless, man, right now.
I'm just on. I've only seen the show, so the anime. So I haven't read anything yet.
Yeesh, it's a lot. But yeah, people were like, it would just drop. Like the chapter would drop, and in 10 minutes, people were posting it and like just ruining it. So like, I had to hurry up and catch up because I was like, I don't want this to completely get spoiled for me. So I'm reading JJK, and I watched. This is like the first. I don't really like sports anime for the most part. It's like, this is boring. But Blue Lock, I watched Blue Lock. I just finished it because they're about to do the new season. Yeah, they're doing the new season is coming up in a couple weeks, I think. And it was good. I really liked Blue Lock. I didn't think I was gonna like it because I'm not a big soccer football fan like that.
Right.
But I was like, oh, this is fine. It was like action-y. It was a lot going on, but I really liked the characters. I'm behind a couple episodes on Kaiju number 8, which was crazy because I loved it so much. But yeah, I need to catch up on. We'll finish Kaiju number 8. And what else am I watching? One Piece.
Yeah.
Still not caught up.
Is there as someone who hasn't seen One Piece, is there a point in even starting it? Because I'm obviously well behind.
So they're redoing it with no filler. So
are they?
Like One Piece Kai, yeah.
With updated animation.
Even better. When is that happening? Why didn't you tell me this, DK?
Yeah,
I can't- I
DK.
can't remember. Oh, bro. I
You've never looked more guilty, by the way.
Yeah.
I just saw you do like a
Yeah,
double
same
take.
old me, man. Well, you never
Yeah, I do.
asked because you just never wanted to get into One Piece. But yeah, they're condensing the
Aw.
arcs. They're condensing the arcs as well, right? So I think it's going to be done in like maybe like 100 and something episodes of it, but it's
Which
coming
is
out
crazy.
soon. Yeah,
Is
they're
that like
condensing.
10% of how many episodes there are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like 1,000 plus.
Let me try and find it. How the heck?
So it's
what
not
the breakdown
90%
is.
filler?
So
Go ahead. You go. You go ahead. I'm not.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
I think you can sum it up better than
Crazy.
DK.
not, but it is. They just kind of drag some of the arcs more so than it's filler.
Okay.
Because I think it actually, percentage wise, is one of the anime that has the least percentage of filler or something like that. But because there's so many episodes,
Mhm.
it's still just like a lot of filler, but it's more so like they just kind of drag some of the episodes out, but it's still really, really, really good. Like I did not think I was gonna like it. Like I had been running from One Piece, like actively avoiding it for years, and then I started watching it. Was that last year? Last year ish or something like that. Somebody gave me some of the manga, and I was reading it. I he gave me like 3 volumes, and I was like, "Oh, this is what this is."
How far did you get now?
I'm in the 600s, but then
Wow.
I'll go back. So like I'm like I don't remember what happened, so like I'll just go back and watch some episodes. But same thing because I know so many people that watch One Piece. I know everything that's happened. Like it's been spoiled. Like
Yeah.
no.
it's been thoroughly spoiled for me. So it's like whole arcs where I know exactly what's happening. And I used to write for the Gamer and Game Rant and stuff like that too. So it'd just be different articles I would have to write. Man, they don't be paying shit.
So I heard. I've heard about it.
Yeah, I don't write for them. It was fun because I used to get into like a lot of events, but man, a lot of them websites you do, they don't be paying jack shit. But it was fun. But I would have to research a lot of stuff, so just like stuff would get ruined.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was the one. Something big got ruined for me in Demon Slayer. I'm not gonna run it for everybody, but like I was pissed. I was livid. So now I'm finna read all the manga because I'm trying to avoid it because the movie, they're dropping 3 movies for the last
Yeah, I think so.
arc. Yeah. So I'm like, should I just wait? But I'm like, I kind of just want to know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you should watch One Piece. Maybe wait till the Kai version comes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's definitely good.
Which is when, DK?
Darn it. I don't know when yet. Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Coming
Let me
out
tell
of
you the
me.
breakdown. Let me give you the breakdown.
But it's really funny. Like it's way
So this
funnier
is
than
how
I
they're
thought it was.
condensing it.
Oh wait, yeah.
So there's right now, it's at 1,119 anime episodes.
Okay.
That's how far we are. I can't remember. Not they can't remember, but basically they're condensing all of it into like 263 episodes.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could do
So
that.
it will take approximately 5.3 years to complete One Piece. It will take
Wait.
23 years to complete.
Wait, what does that mean? 5.3 years to like for me to watch it or for them to finish?
For them to finish it, I think.
Oh, for them to release it?
Yeah, it'll cover 110 chapters. It will take 5.3 years to complete One Piece if they follow the weekly schedule.
Mm.
It will take 23 years to
What?
complete One Piece if they follow. You know what? I don't understand these 2 points.
Did you write this? This makes
No, I didn't write this.
I feel like you're like I can't find the
Typed
answer.
it up
I'm
real
going to
quick.
Yeah.
No, but the biggest information to take away from this is that 263 episodes.
Okay.
That's how
All right.
it's getting condensed to.
That's hilarious.
How many pieces are they looking for? It says legendary.
It's
poses.
just one piece. Just
Oh
one
my god.
piece.
Do we should I give him your breakdown from your clip?
Oh, the One Piece clip?
Oh yeah,
Which is
Amazing. I
solid.
love
A
that.
solid clip, by the way.
yeah.
Thank you. Yo, people were pissed. Like that, you know what people were with that One Piece clip? People just want to be mad.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that went. I think that's the one that got the most views. It's like 4 million or something like that. But people were saying
it.
like, I had to know. They were saying like, I planted that lady in the audience.
Yeah, not like you couldn't go off on like a whole bunch of shows that anyone could have listed.
And that's what I did. And I was like, I need to, because like somebody had said The Boys, somebody said One Piece. It was a JJK clip. But also like the funniest thing to me is like that was I don't know if y'all are familiar with Tony Baker, but that was a Tony Baker show. Tony Baker has like 2 million followers. Tony Baker is extremely popular. So all of his shows are sold out. So I'm like, there's no way that I could plant somebody in the front row at a Tony Baker show, because this show has been sold out like the day after he posted it. And then it's like I planted somebody for this joke. Like
for One Piece?
For a One Piece like crowd work joke. Like why would I do that? So now people were like, this isn't funny. Like people just be getting, some guy like wrote a whole dissertation on why what I did was not funny. He was like, this isn't, there's no this there, there's no punchline there, there's no this, there's no that. Like you need to study comedy and don't
he's a
quit
professor
your day
of comedy.
Yeah,
nothing's funnier than that.
It's like dissertation comedy, but it's always funny because people sometimes will leave comments in my video and they'll be like, don't quit your day job, and I'm like, this is my day job,
so I won't quit.
Yeah, thanks, you actually encourage.
Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support. That's so good. That's so funny. All right.
They're like those hecklers are like, oh
man, in the world is weird as fuck when you fucking explain. What do you like? It could be old, it could be whatever. Don't be a bitch. One Piece. Oh, all right, One Piece. Great. It's a little boy. He a pirate, so he like, I gotta find some pirate friends. So he find a motherfucker that fight with 3 swords. How? Puts one in his mouth.
That does sound stupid. That sounds really
then
stupid.
Then you find a black man. Is he? And his power is he lie. He like to lie. He find a girl that's a scammer, a bitch with a lot of hands, a skeleton, a man with a shiny nose, a reindeer that's a doctor. And they sailing the world to find the One Piece. What's the One Piece? We don't know. Have they told us? No. How many episodes are there? 1,046. Everything's
that's
nailed it.
Solid.
Thank you.
And someone spent time to be like, you what?
People were telling me, a lot of people were mad I left out Sanji, which was funny because I just like forgot him. But that's also I'm like, I just was talking, like this is off the dome. I don't remember everything. But yeah, I do that. That's like one of my favorite jokes to do. One, because I just love anime, period. But also like there's more to the joke. But just like telling everybody how their stuff is stupid too. So it's just like, y'all be talking shit about anime. Whatever you're watching is stupid too. I remember somebody was like, Seinfeld, and I was like, white people in New York, living in New York. And they were like, Friends, white people in New York.
Yeah. Slightly better looking people living in New York.
In New York. It's just all that. So it's like, yeah, when you, thank you. Oh, you've seen it? That's crazy.
Yeah, Mr. Jones seen it. Jay Sinner. That's awesome.
That's
funny. Man, that's why it's like, it's cool shit, man. I want to, have you on and talk about that stuff. So back to Shang. The problem with that
the Nepo baby.
Okay. Yeah, no, in China I could probably see that happening for real. All right, so DK, I will wait for the indeterminate One Piece abridged version date.
2025.
In the meantime, I'm watching like 5 different things at once. I started Tokyo Ghoul. I went back to My Hero because I don't know why. I was like, this isn't for me. But when I went back to it now, I'm like, I was only 1 episode in and I stopped. Like, what the hell's wrong with me? It's very strange, right?
I felt the same when I first, my fiance at the time was trying to get me in My Hero, and I was like, I think it's because Deku's kind of annoying,
Yeah.
and it's like So I'm actually going back now too because I'm like I'm missing a lot here, but I definitely feel you on that. I was
Yeah.
not feeling it at first.
I'm gonna give it another shot. I think so. Like, you know, when all the like the peak anime stuff back in the day was out. Also, I have this shoe on my pinky. I don't know why, but you know, I wasn't really into that stuff. Like, I had a lot of friends who were, and I'm like, that's that's not for me, which is weird because I'm an immigrant from Hong Kong. Like, I had, a lot of like Dragon Ball stuff and Super Sentai stuff and toys. I'm like, why would I think that that's not cool? Anyway, I recently started watching more of this stuff, and I feel like I had to really get in a right. Do you think you have to be in a right mindset to be like, hey, this is a whole different thing, culturally, visually, everything, and it's just like you have to be in the right mindset to fully absorb and appreciate anime? Do you think that's a real like kind of mode you have to be in?
Oh yeah, I wholeheartedly think so. Like when I first started getting into anime like seriously was when I was like in middle school, and my brother was trying to get me to watch Dragon Ball Z at the time. I think it was. He was
Okay.
trying to get me to watch Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, I don't watch this bullshit. What is this? I don't want to watch this. And it's funny because like I was already watching everything else. Like, I was watching Power Rangers. I didn't even realize like Speed Racer was an anime. So I was like, I
Right.
was watching Speed Racer. I was watching some other stuff, but I don't know why. I was just like, I feel super nerdy watching this.
Mhm.
And then, so it was, have you ever seen those videos that are like when men start watching like their wives' TV shows? Like they'll come in there and be like, what's this dumb shit? You're watching Love Island. What's that? And then they'll slowly start coming in the room.
Yeah.
And now they're like asking questions.
You're like standing
And
by the doorway looking in.
Yeah.
That was me with Dragon Ball Z when he first was watching. Like he'd come home and watch. I'm like, hey, turn this shit off. And I was like, oh, it's on. And I'm like, hey, come on, it's on. So like that's kind of it grew from there. But I think I just was not. I don't know what that is. Just like especially like as a kid, maybe it's like I don't want to. Like I already know I'm a nerd. I don't want to be that. Like I feel like anime makes you feel like a different level of
yeah.
nerdy.
Yeah.
which is
Like,
which is weird. Sometimes I'll look at some things I see online, I'm like, nerd, and then I go, hold on,
Wait a minute.
hold on, look around your room and ask yourself how you still have that reaction to something you see. Now, once in a while, I'll really be like, fucking nerd, but most times,
all right, relax.
most times I'm not qualified to hand out that judgment. But otherwise, it's just maybe I'm just in some sort of denial.
Let it consume you.
Exactly.
I think sometimes we forget that we're nerds at times. Like I always catch myself like doing like when Homer's when he went to the university and he saw those nerds, he's like, nerds. And I'm like, oh, and then like I always think like that.
Yeah, I think that's where it came from.
Yeah.
This whole like, oh, you're supposed to clown on people who like this stuff, and I like got to get out of that. I'm not that person. Well, I'm not anymore.
You.
Yeah.
That's
Are you a big Simpsons fan?
Yeah, not the newer episodes as much.
No,
I'm
I don't
trying to
think
get
anyone
back. Yeah, I'm trying to get back and just watch it because I have just been seeing like clips. I don't know. I've just been seeing a lot of Simpsons clips, and it is some like
Sorry,
certain
that's
stories
probably
where
me
I'm like, dang it, Kevin. Where I'm like, what is this? What's happening here? But yeah, like I used to love the Simpsons. I used to love like all of the Fox adult animation block because it was like the Simpsons and King of the Hill and what else used to come on?
Futurama.
Yeah. Futurama was great. I've been rewatching King of the Hill a lot though.
I love King of the Hill. Hey, and
the
you're from
writing is so great. Yep.
Texas. There you go.
I'm like, I definitely have had neighbors like Hank. I was like, this is very
It's accurate.
Oh
my gosh.
Very accurate. But it's like the writing is so good.
Yeah, and it's nothing crazy, right? They're not like, well, they're wacky characters, but they're not so far-fetched that they're unbelievable.
Yeah, so this still feels relatable. I had actually did a video on Peggy that kind of went viral too. Somebody had made and I'm trying to find the picture, but it was like a chart of like cartoon wives, and it was like Lois and Linda Belcher and Marge and Peggy, and it was like a chart that was like good husband, bad wife, or something like that. Like their husband's good or they got a bad husband and they're good, whatever. And people were like, I don't understand why Peggy's on, like she's bad. I'm like, well, Peggy was a piece of shit. Like Peggy was like not a great person. Like Peggy used to be wilding out, and I'm rewatching it and I'm just cracking up. She was like so passive aggressive. She just thought she was smarter than everybody, but like also she whooped a child. Like she paddled somebody else's child.
Oh, that's right.
Paddling
Paddling Peggy.
You can't do that.
So good.
She kidnapped that little girl from Mexico.
Yeah, I love that episode when she's like, she thinks she's, like the flawless Spanish teacher, and she's just terrible. I mean, Hank wasn't doing her any favors by,
Hank used to be like just lying to her.
Yeah.
And then you remember she worked for Alam. Oh, damn it, Peggy. Oh,
she put testosterone in his like food.
Coffee and stuff, and then had to wean him off of it. And then he said she just would be doing whatever she wanted. Remember, she almost killed Randy Travis because he stole her song and they like sunk his RV.
Yeah, Hank's always cleaning up after her kind of like misadventures. Yeah, she's kind of toxic. No, she deserves to be on that list. Absolutely.
She deserves to be on there. And they were saying like the best wife, and I agree, is Linda Belcher from Bob's. I love Bob's Burgers. Like Linda could be annoying, but like I'm like she really like loves her family and she loves Bob, and she doesn't try to like change any of her children or like make them feel bad or even make Bob feel bad, like, and just genuinely herself. So out of everybody, she was definitely the best wife. Lois is the worst. Like people were saying Peggy was the worst. I'm like, well, no, Lois like cheats on Peter and kissed Meg's boyfriend, and I have not been watching Family Guy as much, but I've been seeing clips. Apparently, are y'all caught up with like Family Guy?
No, not for many years.
It sucks. But there's an episode, I guess, where she was trying to get Peter to like start going down on her more consistently. So she like hypnotized him to where whenever he would hear, I think it was like the Dateline intro song, he would do it. And so then they were at her parents' house.
What the hell?
Yeah, and so he did it to her mom.
Oh no!
Whoa,
yeah,
okay,
and I'm just
that
like,
show's gonna.
Yeah, I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
And then it's like some incest stuff with like Meg and Chris, and then I think Chris had an OnlyFans with some cake. I don't know, but it's like they're just kind of they're doing a Meg and Peter kiss. I think Lois became like Chris's substitute teacher at some point, and then he was saying that he was sleeping with the mom, so he would be cool. It's just like a lot of incesty weird stuff started going on in Family Guy. I'm like, hey, can we just wrap this up? Let's just. I feel like y'all just trying to beat South Park as the longest running show at this point. But let's call it.
Yeah, it's nobody's watching. Well, maybe they are, but yeah. On that note, Alicia says, whenever I catch myself yucking someone's yum, I remind myself that I did not raise me to be like that. All right, if you like Family Guy, by all means, please enjoy Family Guy.
I'm yucking that yum. It sucks.
There's a huge Japanese fan community for King of the Hill, and they are divided about subtitles or dub. Is this a joke?
There's a dubbed. So that was super casual. You never know it's super casual. You get super casual. Is that real? Because sometimes he be coming in with the facts.
Mr. Jones says watching King of the Hill in Japanese is awesome.
Japanese? Now I gotta watch it. I would love to see what's dang it in Japanese. Dang it, Bobby. I want to hear that. I'm gonna watch that. See super casual. We trust Mr. Jones.
What would be the equivalent that you've seen in an anime? What's dang it? Yoko, we need you. We need you.
Yeah, could help.
Need a translation.
What would be dang it? I've seen them say damn it, but like, what's the PG of what is that?
I found a clip.
I also love when they go to Japan too.
Oh yeah, and he finds out he has a half brother.
Yeah.
and Bobby likes that girl. I love Bobby.
Paper Kriegel can help us too. He's in Japan. DK, did you find the clip?
I found a clip of it. I will.
I've seen them make an anime of King of the Hill. That was fire. Like somebody just made an animation of it.
1 second, hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This was a long time ago, but I'm still cracking up about that toy. I'm be cracking up about that for like probably a couple of days.
Please
got
don't.
so mad. It was the level of anger.
Fuck. People, man. Some of these collectors.
Can you guys hear okay?
Yeah.
すいません。朝の育成の認可に米を。朝？ええ。安くて丈夫で布地やロープや紙なんかの原料になる植物のことです。
政府ってやつは何でも規制したがる。なんでそんないいものを認めないんだ。
まあ、朝って言っても特別だから。マリファナは。
Yo,
That's awesome.
Yo, the dubbing was really good. Like the mouth movement, that was really good.
Hey, we're on there. We're in the recommended.
Hey, look. Oh, we are. Look, it's me and you. We're right there. Now you got to make the picture Mr. Jones drew. Is the
Yeah, so
now.
I'm gonna try re-uploading this tomorrow, with that thumbnail because we can't let it go to waste. It's awesome.
Nah.
Why does that work so well?
It was so good.
It's on Disney Plus, right? I think you can switch over to Disney Plus the audio to Japanese.
That's crazy that Disney bought Fox. I'm still super casual. I'm sorry I thought you lied. You know you be lying, but yes, that's dope.
You know, the boy who cried wolf. That's what we teach.
You know.
Rick, what's up, man? Japanese King of the Hill is top tier. I've been meaning to buy the Japanese DVD they released where everyone rips this from. Oh man.
Oh, okay. Now that was. I'm very excited about that. I wonder what other American shows are in Japanese. Like, what other show would I want to see? I don't know why I feel like Steven Universe would be a good show to watch.
There were some clips going around like Star Wars in Japanese. Like it was the Kenobi and Vader fight in Japanese was pretty cool.
I'm gonna check that out. I like watching Shrek, the Mexican dub of Shrek. Have y'all seen that one? That one's pretty cool. A lot of Mexican dubs are pretty cool.
Oh, I feel like I might enjoy that. I don't know why.
You're gonna like it.
You saw like I was trying to hold in a laugh. Yeah, I think I might.
It's funny. It's just cool how different cultures have like different inflections on stuff.
Incredible. All right, if anyone has any more questions, please feel free to pop them in the chat. We have a few more minutes to go. I think, what was your favorite Zord tonight that you opened?
I mean, you ain't know what I'm about to say. Yeah.
Don't say the derpy one because I will end this right now.
No. Oh, you know what's crazy? Okay, wait. You gotta promise not to get mad. I don't know how much you pay for it because it has a sticker of how much this was on there.
How much was it? It looks like an older sticker.
It's like 6 something.
Oh my god.
Yo, somebody please tell us what this one is. I have to know.
Yeah, please post that.
It's not
later.
on the feet. It's on Bandai. But I'm gonna
maybe a Power Ranger villain.
You know what? But he got we're gonna figure this out. I have way too many friends that like Power Rangers. I don't know. I really liked. If I have to pick one, I'm gonna go with the White Tiger Zord.
Nice.
If I'm picking one, I really liked. I mean, the White Tiger Zord was dope. Period. But I like this sword too. I like this weapon. These are cool. I'm gonna set up my shelf for sure. Like I think that's gonna be dope to have all of mine. I have like some Power Rangers lunch boxes and stuff like that.
Oh, lunch boxes are cool. I can't say it. I'm not gonna get into lunch boxes.
Or you try not to?
Very cool.
I like doing that. I feel like it gives
That's
him
how they
more
fight.
power. Yeah, they do fight like that. It's a little bouncing.
Yeah, you can now get that limp sword Megazord. Like, put that in a bin. Put that in storage.
How can I fix that? Would I have to like heat it?
Yeah, get a blow dryer and heat it a little bit, and then you're gonna have to straighten it out.
See, I'm lazy. Ninja Storm Megazord. Could because I'm on my phone. Could you look that up?
Mrs. Jones is right.
Thank you so much.
It is Storm Megazord.
The fact that some Power Ranger fan would do that to another Power Ranger fan, that's not cool, man. I hope the Morphin Grid. I hope the Morphin Grid strikes you down where you're standing with some lightning. You know that lightning bolt that comes in the MMPR intro. And it goes, or is that the Saban? Whatever it is, I hope that hits you
today
in the shower.
But at least we got a story out of it. Maybe the Zord was the friends we made along the way.
I think that's too many of the 90s cartoons that you've been watching. Like, all my stories end that way. What are you talking about? I want to, before we get out of here, talk to the people about you're on this podcast, How to Nerd podcast. You guys do like different topics every week. Can you just let people know a little bit about what's happening over there?
Definitely check out How to Nerd podcast. It's on YouTube. It's me, Brennan Edwards, and Cleo Thomas. Y'all might know him from Holes and Robounce. And we just talk about different nerd topics. This is our second season, so this season has this has been like blowing up. People are really liking it. We have like more guests on. We're having guests on this season, so we're gonna have King Vader. We're gonna have Kiera Please. Some of the topics are gonna be like cosplay. We're talking. We actually have a collecting episode. Comedian CP's on there, and he's talking about like trading cards. I learned a lot about trading cards that I didn't know.
Yeah.
I did not know like it's cutthroat like that. Like people do not. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. So yeah, check that out. I also have a podcast called Bedtime Bitchin', where I'm re-uploading episodes now. I had like stopped for months because I didn't feel like editing. So that's back too, and that's like one-on-one conversations. I need to have both of y'all on there. Just where we kind of like fan out and talk trash. Like it's a very big on like talking trash.
About
I
love talking trash.
Because like everything you love, the whole kind of premise of it is like we're very critical of the things that we love, and I love talking. I love nothing more than talking to people about like what they hate about the thing that they love. Because always something, and it's very venomous. So it's one of my favorite things to do. Also just like running through the stuff. Follow me on social media. It's Roxxy Haze on everything. I post content pretty much every day. I don't have a life, and yeah, I released a book. I probably should have brought the book over here. But it's on the other side of the room. It's fine, and I'm not getting up. But it's called Unprovoked Words That Nobody Asked For, and it's just like a collection of wild stuff that I said. It's available on Amazon, and I am releasing an EP. I was supposed to release it last month. I'll be telling all my business, but it's gonna release next month. So check that out. But I do have some music up. I have some Toonami inspired music up. If you like nerdcore, then you'll like it. And I don't know, I'll be doing stuff, so just look. Yeah, but I appreciate coming on here. I appreciate the toys.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
I'm
glad you liked them, most of them. And it was just, it was cool to see your reaction.
I really like toys. So yeah, feel free to bring me back anytime, with or without the toys. I would like more toys though. But yeah, this was really fun. It was dope, like talking to y'all too.
Yeah, I have your Instagram linked in the YouTube video description and your link tree. Obviously, you got a lot of stuff going on. So if you had fun tonight, go subscribe, follow Roxy on IG, and get some merch. You got merch going on. It was so much fun to have you on here and talk about all this good stuff that we enjoy. I had a lot of fun, and you didn't have to do your act. It was great. It was hilarious.
No, I'm gonna do it real quick. All right, y'all. So two people. No, okay, I'm not. I didn't have.
What's the deal with?
Power Rangers.
Well, yeah. You know what? We should say that. Like, are you doing any shows? Are you going like? I know you just finished like a tour, right? Or do you have
Oh
any
man,
shows
that tour
coming up?
with my ass. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be in San Antonio this weekend at the Laugh Factory, and then I'm going to be at something else. I think I'm going back to Chicago. I'm going back to DC. Yeah, just check it out on the page. I know for sure Saturday is San Diego, and then I
Cool.
do drunk musicals, so check that out too. I'm a cast member.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm a cast
Drunk
member.
musical.
Yeah, it's like drunk or high musicals, and we do musicals, live productions of musicals, drunk and or high. So we did like high, Little Shop of Horrors. We did drunk, Little Mermaid, and next is gonna be drunk, Rocky Horror Picture Show. So if you're in LA, check that out.
I'm just
It's so much fun.
imagining drunk under the sea right now, like singing under the sea. I gotta go check it out.
I would love to see you sing Under the Sea sober.
Okay. I hate that you have to do the accent when you sing it because racist.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. The clam do the fish tap the base and the
So,
and watch that blowfish blow.
Blow! That's my favorite.
Right, before we get out of here, what is Roxy? What is your favorite Disney song to sing?
Ooh, probably A Whole New World.
That's a good. Weirdly enough, I sang that last night.
See yourself.
No, I sang both parts.
I was doing both parts too. It's just such a beautiful song, and I sing it pretty well.
Theatrical version and soundtrack, the original soundtrack version, masterful. DK, do you have one?
Beauty and the Beast, the Tale as Old as Time.
Tale as Old as Time.
Angela Lansbury.
You like to be Mrs. Potts, huh?
Yes. Yes.
I like Belle.
I
Belle by Paige O'Hara. That's so much fun because there's a little Gaston in there too.
Yeah.
Right? It's high, it's low, it's awesome. There's silly villagers. 6 dozen eggs. I need 6 eggs. That's too expensive.
There must be more than this provincial.
Yeah, and it's just her roasting the town like, you all suck. I don't want to be here. This town is shit. I'm better than this. I'm gonna be out of here.
F you,
yeah.
F you, and F you.
And this other guy's just like, just take this book. He's so nice. He's the bookstore guy, and he's like, again, you've read it 6 times. Just take it. And she's like, I hate all of you so much. You guys are killing me inside.
And the book, I made a video about Belle. The book, she wasn't even reading anything intellectual. She was reading like some bullshit with a sheep in it. Like, you trying to act like he's smarter than everybody, but I get it. Nobody can read then. So even if you're reading some bullshit, it's like, oh, this is a genius. I'm like, Belle didn't even really do no smart shit.
The inventor's daughter. That's the one. Come on, it's so much fun. There's that whole dynamic in there. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, please. Please continue making the awesome content that you do. It honestly truly brings me so much joy, and I think a lot of people here, either if they've seen it already or if not, now they've been exposed to it and can enjoy it in the future as well. It's gonna be I love it. It's cool. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming on to here and opening some toys with us. We had a great time, right, DK? I'm speaking for you tonight.
Yeah, no, it was great to meet you and like hang out and talk nerd with you, man. And I learned a new word today, nerdcore, right?
Yeah, now you can go.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
There's a lot of dope nerdcore rappers out there too.
Does it count? Is Childish Gambino nerdcore?
Yeah, so they kind of credit him as like one of the like pioneers of like nerdcore kind of in a sense. But yes, it's a dude named Mega Ran. It's a lot of dope. I'll send y'all some stuff.
Hell yeah. All right. Next week we will have Hector and Attack Peter from Mondo. They're going to be opening up some really cool Mondo toys and figures. I don't know what it is yet. It's a big mystery. So we'll see what they have next week. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you like the show tonight, it tells YouTube that you like this stuff, and maybe somebody else will too. But hey, DK, Roxy, everyone in the chat, thank you so much. Have yourselves a great evening, and keep toying around. Peace.
Oh, I gotta I gotta sing for Manic Mike.
Oh, you're gonna sing the outro? What is it? Go.
Yeah. White Ranger Tiger Power. White Ranger Tiger Power.